Namaste, my friends. I'm always happy to be back when I can talk to you. I know it's going to be a good day. Um, Sometimes on my bad days, I don't like recording myself, and I know that, you know, we all have up times, down times, and every time in between. And I just have to have that motivation and kind of an uptime to be able to share my thoughts. Today, I am going to share my thoughts that may or may not be on the up side, but I think it's super important because it's been on my brain for the last few days. My youngest child, my son, one of my sons just turned 23 this past weekend. My children's birthdays are so important to me, to recognize them because they're just these amazing humans, and I feel that everyone's worthy of recognition, and certainly on their birthday, why not give them some good recognition? And I am a gift giver, not a surpriser, not a pretty wrapper, but I do enjoy giving very relevant gifts that people like and people want. So I was able to give my 23-year-old son this really cool old mountain bike to trick out and ride, and he really loved it. But that being said, I find myself trying to come to terms with the human being that I truly am and separating my inner self from societal expectations. Okay, that was a big dump of a bunch of big words that we all talk about. But what I'm trying to say is that we all have an image in our brains of what we want to be, how we want to be perceived, how we want to live our lives. And of course, it is extraordinarily important for us to be authentic, particularly within ourselves, so that we can portray that authenticity in everything that we do, thus having integrity in our lives. And there are times where I have to come to terms with, maybe I am not all the things that I thought I was going to be, but who really is? But I look back at myself as a young mother and all these parameters I set for myself of what I want to be as a parent, what I want to be moving forward. And here I am, on the cusp of turning 57 in 2 weeks. I'll turn 57. And, circling back to my wonderful son's birthday, we had a big party for him. And I mean, we had a big party. We had all kinds of just libations and food and just so many things. And we danced. And, how lovely is it for me to be able to dance with my son on his birthday and to sing one of our favorite songs, of course, John Denver, Rocky Mountain High, and to sit back on the back porch and sing Rocky Mountain High, in our terrible way. But, how heartwarming is it? And then I look at myself and I think, is this what I pictured myself doing? Maybe not. Maybe I always had this, I did not drink any alcohol from the time I was 23 until I was 50. And I never thought I'd ever drink in front of my kids. Now my kids are adults, and I'm no longer a teetotaler. I do drink here and there, and I enjoy it. I'm careful with it. I don't have a very high tolerance for alcohol because I spent the majority of my adult life thus far as a teetotaler. And but it is incredibly fun. We had some beer, or should I say they had some beer, I had some wine. And I think my first impression was to shame myself. So why did you allow yourself to drink and sing out loud with your son? Is that reasonable? Or is that old, those old expectations I put on myself? Yes, those are the old expectations. I am living my life authentically and happily the way that I am, and to have these experiences with my family, being my authentic self is precious. And then my ex-husband was there, and sometimes I worry, is he judging me? And I think, what? We're not married for a reason. I am eternally happy that we now can share celebrations together with our family. It is so important for that, as we celebrate together and see all 4 of our children and soon to be 5 grandchildren, all together enjoying life. I mean, that's a precious treasure, no doubt. But to think, wow, is he judging me because, I am almost 57 and just, I don't know. Societal expectations, that's what I'm thinking about today. Striving for authenticity, striving for that integrity, to depict yourself as you truly are. No pretenses, no thinking, oh, I have to be, or I am going to be, or all of these things. The reality is that I am turning 57. I am extremely active in my life. I feel like a child when I get on my bicycle. I run amok through the woods. I like to go out camping and get dirty. And darn it, if I want to throw back a glass or 2 of wine or a beer, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to feel damn good about it. And if I want to have a sing-along and dance with my children, then I'm going to do it. And I think it's a beautiful, beautiful thing that I can do that. And not to worry. I have to, I guess the whole point of this discussion is it is so important for us to embrace who we really are and to express those feelings. I'm tired of thinking that I have to hide those feelings, to thinking I have to be that gray-haired granny, which I am, but I don't have to sit in that rocking chair and look down my nose and be prim and proper, like maybe I thought I needed to. But the fact is, I feel that sometimes I think that I'm barely 30 years old, If I want to get on my bike and I want to go ride 40 miles and I want to stop at the brewery and throw back a couple beers and a pizza and then ride home laughing all the way, hey, what's wrong with that? I'm grateful because I can, and I will. I am who I am. I don't know whether that sounds like Dr. Seuss or Popeye the Sailor Man. I don't know, but it's so important to be who you are every minute of your life with all of the people in your life, is that you are your true and authentic self. Always mindful of others' feelings, but always mindful of your own feelings of who you are. Because if I can't be who I am for my people, and I can't be who I am for my coworkers, and I can't be who I am for the world, then what the hell do I have for myself? Nothing. I have to be who I am after years and years and years of being the picture of what everyone wants me to be. Being the coworker that everyone wants me to be, being the wife that everyone wants me to be, looking a certain way, acting a certain way. I have to be truly and authentically Melissa. And that is a wonderful feeling. And that comes down to every facet of who I am. It comes down to maybe I am a little uptight in some areas. Maybe I do tend to be a little overly proper in some things, but I also can tend to be overly energetic, maybe at times, maybe a little rambunctious, maybe a little bit, a little bit to handle, maybe a little bit more sometimes than people want to handle. But I think that if you can't be who you are, then what's the point? So I guess that's my thought for today. I would love to be able to take these little ramblings of mine and sum them up a little bit better, and maybe I will. I just keep thinking one day life is going to slow down enough for me to do that, but it hasn't happened yet. And for that, I'm immensely grateful. And I'm so grateful to you for listening to me, if anyone listens to me. I wish you the best. I wish you peace. Namaste.